start again. It's a redskins.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Bull Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got an injury update for the Chicago Bulls, and it does not look like good news at the moment. And I guess we have to hear more bad news for a Chicago Bulls fan. If you are a Chicago Bulls fan, we're going to be talking about Lonzo Ball in this video and the potential concerns upon his return. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bull Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls current injury situation as per usual, and also what are you expecting Lonzo Ball if he does return this season. What are your thoughts and opinions on how vital he is and how he's going to play with this team upon his return? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. First things first with Lonzo Ball, there is still no timetable upon his return. That's the first thing to get out of the way, but it does not look good in terms of the reports and the news that we've been hearing about Lonzo Ball. Some of the things that Billy Donovan has said, some of the things that the media have said, all brings concerning factors into this situation when it comes to Lonzo Ball and his knee injury. So last time I made a video saying that he had a bone bruise on his knee. Not really sure if this is in relation to the surgery or not, but I have a feeling it just might be. And overall, their rehab for Lonzo Ball, which is the biggest news now, the rehab does not seem, Lonzo's not responding to the rehab as much as we would like. And I actually think that the rehab has stalled for Lonzo Ball. Now, awfully concerning, awfully worrying signs about Lonzo Ball. If you guys remember back when he got injured and we thought it was nothing serious, we thought it was just a bone bruise and stuff of that nature, a couple of days later he ended up having surgery on that knee, or he was reported to need surgery on that knee, and he'd be out for 6 to 8 weeks. It feels like a very similar situation this time around. Now, obviously, he had surgery on the knee prior, so I don't think he'll need surgery again. But if rehab is still not working for Lonzo Ball and that bone bruise is still there for Lonzo Ball, all things considered, it's a very, very worrying sign if he's going to return for the Chicago Bulls this season. Now, as I said before, don't take my word upon what I'm going to say, because there is no timetable upon his return, and only the Chicago Bulls will be able to make that timetable available for the rest of the world. But if I had to take a guess, this is not a great sign for Lonzo Ball. So my predicament here with Lonzo is, why is the rehab he's not responding well to the rehab? Is it really going to be a big issue? Are there other forms of rehab he can do? All these questions will need to be asked for Lonzo Ball. And I guess the question is, will he return for the Chicago Bulls this season? Again, I still feel like he's going to return, but I did say it could potentially be within the playoffs. And that's going to be a very hard thing to do for Lonzo Ball, because one, his first season in the playoffs, and he's going to be returning there. He's not going to have some game time under his belt. He's not going to get game time fitness. He's going to be walking in very cold into the NBA playoffs, and we're going to be expecting him to perform some incredible things, because we know this team without Lonzo Ball is still a team that's struggling at the moment, because he and Patrick Williams are the only ones that need to return at this point in time. So Lonzo Ball is going to be a big part of this team, and coming cold into the playoffs will be a big worry in my opinion. If you're a Lonzo Ball fan, if you're a Bulls fan, and you want the Bulls to do well, that's not the best case scenario. That's probably the worst case scenario for Lonzo Ball. Many people have said that Lonzo Ball should sit out the rest of the season. Again, if he's not completely healthy and there's potential jeopardy of him re-injuring himself, many people would say, let's just focus on next season, make this season a write-off, continue on next season with Lonzo Ball, and hopefully he'll be healthy by the time the regular season starts and all of that, and he won't get injured again. I don't really know what to say, because the Bulls have not really given much of an update outside of the rehab is not working with Lonzo Ball. So I don't really know how to respond to that situation either, because if Lonzo Ball, let's say the surgery wasn't as successful as we first anticipated, there's still underlying issues with Lonzo Ball and his knee, and that's why the rehab isn't working, then yeah, we probably should sit Lonzo Ball out, because at the end of the day, it makes no sense for him to be here. He's still not running at his full capacity. He's still not really in the shape to be able to do that kind of stuff. His knee's not responding to these types of situations. The last thing we need is a 50% Lonzo Ball out there, let's say, or a Lonzo Ball that shouldn't be there. Stuff of this situation. We see with Zach LaVine how it's impacted him with all these underlying injuries that he's had, from his thumb to his back to his knee. He's had a really inconsistent season in Zach LaVine. So doing that to Lonzo Ball is not an option in my opinion. At the end of the day, if Lonzo Ball is really hurt, then I don't think he should be playing for this team either. And I guess the other situation is that even if even if he does have underlying issues, maybe it's not as bad as the point of putting him out for the rest of the season. Maybe he does come back a little bit before April, and we just don't know the real update on the situation yet, which I'm hoping is the case. I'm hoping that all of these news that is coming out at the moment doesn't necessarily define Lonzo Ball and what's going to happen to him this season. Hopefully there's more positives to come in the future, but what we're seeing out of this point with Lonzo Ball is definitely not a good sign if you're a Chicago Bulls fan. So look, get excited for Patrick Williams to return. He's going to be a big factor towards this team, and I definitely think he has a lot to prove and he has a lot to adjust to upon his return. But with Lonzo Ball, if we don't see him for the rest of the season, obviously I think the Bulls' chances of winning playoff series is potentially going on to be an Eastern Conference final competitor, maybe even an NBA Finals competitor. If we have aspirations to do that, Lonzo Ball not being here will be a big problem for the Chicago Bulls in the objective to go and pursue that. But at the end of the day, with Lonzo Ball, it's all about the man first. I always say that when it comes to injuries. So, Lonzo Ball, get well soon. We really do miss you out there. We need a point guard. We need multiple guys to be able to play defense on this team. We are struggling a bit without Lonzo Ball. I'm not saying Lonzo Ball is going to fix every little bit of issues that we have, but I can't lie and say that he doesn't help the fact for the Chicago Bulls. I think he definitely helps us. He helps our cause, and he helps us to win a little bit more games. So I will miss Lonzo Ball. But at the end of the day, if he is unhealthy and he can't play, maybe next season will be the year for Lonzo when he can really shine as a Chicago Bull. But that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about Lonzo Ball. Do you think he's going to return this season? Do you think it's going to be in March? Do you think it's going to be in April? Do you think it's going to be in the playoffs? Or do you think it's going to be next season? I guess all of those will probably be what people will have to say. I mean, there's a bunch of answers, a bunch of people's opinions, but no one really knows the truth because only Chicago knows the truth. At the end of the day, we will find out very shortly, I hope. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. We'll continue to talk more about Lonzo Ball in the future, ladies and gentlemen. Again, until he returns, there will probably be so much more news about Lonzo Ball coming out by the day. So keep your eyes out on that news, and we'll talk more about it in another video. Chicago Bulls Weekly will be out tomorrow, and then I do have to make a video about Patrick Williams as well. So we've got so much coming for the Chicago Bulls on this channel, and hopefully by the time the next game comes around, we walk away with a win. Take care and peace.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.